Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is called True Lies. Now, the dictionary tells you the meanings of words, but a lot of words have more than one meaning. So, you know, if you've ever been tricked by anybody, or you tried to tell the truth but maybe not the whole truth, you may know how words can be twisted to mean something different from what you say. And sometimes people purposely use words that have more than one meaning, because then it confuses people and they can't tell if they're telling the truth or they're telling a lie. So I'm going to tell you 3 stories this evening, and I'm going to need some help. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm going to get some help. When I tell you the first part of the story, I'll ask this side of the room. I'd like you to ask me, what's the truth? Let's practice that one time, okay? What's the truth? Again.
What's the truth?
Very good. And I'll signal this side of the room, and you ask, and where's the lie?
And where's the lie?
Oh boy, you sound like you really want to know where the lie is. So, here's the first story. It's called Bullseye. There was a peddler walking down the road, and he noticed on the side of the barn targets, and the arrows were right in the bullseye of each target. And he was just amazed to see that. And in a little while, a boy walked out of the barn with a bow on his arm, and the peddler said, "Did you shoot all those arrows?" And the boy said, "Yes." "Well, I'm so impressed. I've never seen such good marksmanship." And when it comes right down to it, the peddler didn't have any reason to be impressed at all.
What's the truth?
And
Where's the lie?
well, the boy had indeed shot every one of those arrows. However, he shot the arrows first and then painted the bullseye around each arrow and then the target. And that's the truth. Now the second story is called Cookie Jar. Helen's mother had just made a big batch of cookies for the party. And she said, "These are for the party tonight, Helen." And at that moment, a neighbor knocked on the door and asked for help. Helen's mother said to her, "Helen, there'll be no snacking while I'm gone to help our neighbor." And she left. Well, when Helen's mother came back, she checked in the cookie jar where she had put the cookies, and there was only one cookie left. "Helen," she said as she stomped up the stairs, "I thought I said there'd be no snacking. Did you eat those cookies?" "Oh, no, Mom. I didn't touch one." "Well, you just stay in your room until you can tell me the truth."
What's the truth? And where's the lie?
Well, the words that Helen spoke, she said, "I didn't touch one." That was absolutely true. However, she touched and ate every other cookie in the jar, all except the one she didn't touch. And that's the truth about that. We have a third story, and it's called Wood for Sale. A woodcutter and his wife gathered all the branches and sticks and odd scrap wood around their house and filled the cart so he could take it to town to sell. So here we have a cart, and the oxen is going to pull it into town. And the wife says to her husband, "Ask for a good price, because then if you get bargained down, we'll still make some money." Well, the woodcutter started out toward the village, and before he even got halfway there, a buyer, a man by the side of the road, said, "How much for all the wood your ox is pulling?" And the woodcutter, remembering his wife's advice, asked for twice as much as he thought he could get for all that wood. And the buyer said, "Sold! Under one condition. You need to deliver that wood to my house, just a mile down the road." Well, the woodcutter was delighted. He could hardly wait to get home and tell his wife what a good deal he had made. So he delivered the wood, and the buyer said, "Now just unhitch your ox, and you can leave your cart and the wood right by my barn." "Well, I couldn't leave my cart behind." "Oh, but you sold it to me," said the buyer. "Oh, I wouldn't sell my cart." "Oh, but you did, and at a very good price."
What's the truth? And where's the lie?
Well, the woodcutter naturally assumed that the buyer was only wanting the wood in the cart. As it turned out, the buyer wanted the wood in the cart and the wood cart. And he said, "How much for all the wood your ox is pulling?" And that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yay! Definitely stayed within your time.
Okay. Can you turn it off?
Mm-hmm.